And
Oh,
when I was in standard 7th, I was having 0% interest in this English language.
oh. Like
Yeah.
were giving nice comments, so I thought that I should continue doing that.
Tell a
So
little
that's
bit
why
more that how you learn this language and you are in standard 7 because I used to have a conversations with a lot of people around practicing this language for a long time, but still won't be able to step up their game. They are still in their beginner stage or like in that
yeah.
intermediate.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you very much. So I just watched a few videos of yours, and
Oh,
you're speaking well, I have to say this.
wow. Thank you for watching my videos.
Yeah, because I love, watching some conversational videos. I have been doing for the past, I feel like 6 to 7 months. The
Oh,
time when I
wow.
had started, yeah, the time when I had started my YouTube channel,
Hmm.
and yeah. So, before proceeding further, I would just love to know a little more about you, like your
Okay.
hobbies and everything.
Yeah. So, my name is Arundhati Roktima. I'm 12 years old. I study in class 7th and I live in Chhattisgarh. I live in the city named Bhilai. It's a small city in the state of Chhattisgarh. And my hobbies are I love coding. I love making apps and websites, all those things. And I also love to sing. And yeah, I'm fond of reading as well.
Yeah, this is really impressive. You are in standard 7th right now and still managed to speak such a beautiful English. And
Oh,
when I was in standard 7th, I was having 0% interest in this English language.
oh.
Yeah. Being from an English school, I was not at all interested, to this language. But, when I passed my intermediate exams, when I came to know about the importance of this language, I
Hmm.
just thought, that I should also speak English. So I
Yeah.
just started. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So tell me about yourself. Means what are your hobbies?
Yeah. So my name is Himanshu Ranjan, and I'm from Bihar, from Muzaffarpur city. And right
Okay.
now, I'm pursuing my graduation from Maths Honors, and at the same time, also preparing for government exams.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and nowadays I just used to have my study, and along with that, I used to also watch a lot of web series. I love
Okay.
watching them. Yeah.
Hmm.
Before starting this conversations, I was exactly watching a web series. So yeah,
Oh
I love watching.
wow.
Yeah.
So what is the most recent web series that you have watched?
I think today I was watching Inside Ace, the third part of that web series.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's basically based on cricket and the gamblings that used to and
Oh,
all that thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all that. Yeah.
Hmm. That's nice.
So you are also having your own YouTube channel. So from where you just got this inspirations and the sort of thoughts in your mind to start this channel?
Okay, so a few months back, I thought that I should improve a little bit of my spoken skills and my conversational skills and my confidence. So that's why I thought that I should join the app called Clappingo because at that time it was very popular and I came across it through YouTube only. And then I found out that you can get the recording of the video. So I thought that okay, let's just try to upload it on YouTube. Earlier my YouTube channel was about singing some little songs, and yeah, then I thought that okay, let's just try to upload a video. So yeah, I liked that, and people like were giving nice comments, so I thought that I should continue doing that. So that's why I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's really nice. And Flamingo is like a very big platforms to learn English.
Hmm.
I also taken a demo sessions over there, and when I uploaded that
Okay.
video on my channel, I got a good views on that. So these sort of things always motivate you to bring more and
Hmm.
more content to people around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are in standard seventh right now. So apart from this, making video and your schooling, anything else that you love to do?
Uh, I love to sing. I am learning how to sing right now with some online means teachers. So yeah, I love to sing, and sometimes I dance as well. In 2019, means before the COVID times, I used to learn classical dance Kathak, and so yeah, I had learned Kathak for 3 years, but because of the COVID, I couldn't. So yeah, I think these two are the things that I like very much.
Yeah, and I can see a lot of books behind you. So you also
Yeah,
love reading a lot of.
yeah.
So any sort of books that you just love the most to read for all the time, like novels or popular
Yeah.
story?
There are actually two books that I love to read. First is the Harry Potter series, but the issue with those books is that they are very thick and it takes a lot of time to read them. So yeah, you cannot. For example, you're sitting idle for maybe 20 minutes or something. You're free, so you cannot start reading that book because it's too long and it will take a lot of time to read. So that's why I love to
Absolutely.
read this another series called the Geronimo Stilton series. If you can see these blue books here,
Yeah,
these are all the Geronimo Stilton series. So yeah, they are just short books and you can read them. So yeah, that is my favorite book.
yeah, absolutely. I think makes a lot of improvement, especially in your spoken skills, and just also improve your vocabularies the most.
Yeah.
So, what are the things that you are doing nowadays to improve your English language apart from this, having conversation? Anything
Okay.
more?
Yeah, I try to improve myself a little bit by learning new words and phrases, like only one or two words. So, yeah, I try to learn them and try to use them in my day to day life conversations. I try to speak a little bit in English with my mother and sometimes even with my grandmother. So, yeah. I do these things and I also watch some short videos like some podcast or maybe or some YouTube video like a story. So yeah, I try to do these things, and I also watch English movies so that I'm able to understand that English accent and American accent. So yeah, these are the things that I do.
Absolutely. I think English movies are the great source of, like how you can speak English, how you can
Yeah,
improve your English language, and you can
hmm.
also learn different sort of accents from them also.
Yeah.
So any sort of popular speaker that you used to follow on YouTube?
I actually don't follow speakers. I follow some music artists, some singers. I don't follow speakers because I'm not that much interested in those all talks, those speeches, and all those things.
Yeah. So could you please tell a little bit more that how you learn this language and you are in standard 7? Because I used to have a conversations with a lot of people around, and
Hmm.
a very common question that all the people used to have, that they have been practicing this language for a long time, but still won't be able to step up their game. They are still in their beginner stage, or like in
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
intermediate. So they just wanted to know from me that how to speak a good English, how to speak,
Hmm.
an eloquent English. So I would love to know it from you also, that what sort of things you did to improve your English.
Okay, so initially I focused a little bit on basic grammar, just basic grammars, like some tenses and all those stuff, so that I can speak a little bit or I can understand what people are saying or what I'm reading or something. So yeah, and after that I started speaking. Like for 1 minute or 2 minutes on just some short topics like an extempore or something. So yeah, these two things were the main things that helped me in improving my English, and I used to do this daily. Means speaking on one short topic for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. I used to do this daily, and because of that, I increased my means knowledge, my views and ideas. So yeah, I think this is the thing that has helped me a lot in speaking English. And yeah, I also also used to learn some words, some one or two words. I have been following this strategy of learning a few words. I think since a very long time. So yeah, I used to use them. Means I used to learn them and I used to use them in my day-to-day life sentences. And one thing I used to do was that I just after learning a little bit of basic English, so I used to do this thing that I used to take some short Hindi paragraphs, some paragraphs that are in Hindi, and I just used to translate some easy sentences that are there to English. So yeah, in that way, I also used to learn how to say this word or what is the meaning of this word in English. So yeah, these are the strategies I followed, and the main thing that helped me in speaking English was um, that I used to speak on some topics. Those topics were the main strategy of mine to learn English. So yeah, these are the only things.
Absolutely. I think picking out some random topics and
Hmm.
speak on that for 2 minutes, it exactly increase your confidence level. Because when we used to talk to, like, suppose if you are making a videos of yours, then we used to have our own words, that what sort of words you have to speak, before
Yeah.
the camera. But when you used to have a random conversations with the people around, you are
Hmm.
having the next person to ask you the question. So in
Yeah.
that particular, we used to struggle a lot, especially
Hmm.
those speaker, like those beginner one, they used to struggle a lot in these sort of cases.
Yeah, because you never know what the other person is gonna ask you.
Yeah, this is exactly the main problem, And, being a CGL aspirant, I used to remember a lot of vocabularies, a lot of phrases, a lot
Hmm.
of, different sort of things. So these are also the things that just helps me the most in improving my English.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So any sort of questions that you wanted to ask me?
No. You can tell me about your city. Means how is it? Means anything special in your city? Is there anything?
Yeah. You might have heard about a fruit called a lychee. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard about this? Yeah. So my city is exactly famous for lychee. I think we used to
Okay.
export the fruits, I think, all over India, different parts of this India country. So
Hmm.
our city is basically famous for lychee.
Okay. Wow. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, and we are having a lot of gardens around, a lot of greeneries and different,
Hmm.
sort of things that you can explore also. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing.
Okay. Wow. Lychees are actually nice. They taste nice and taste. I like them. So yeah, that is a nice thing that your city is famous for lychees. That's nice.
It's quite famous for this. And what's exactly the condition of COVID in your area right now? Because it just started increasing rapidly
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, so here I live in Bhilai. So in Bhilai, there isn't many COVID cases. There are only a few, I guess, only like five or six right now. And the government, I think they're gonna impose lockdown here because still it is not. It means at this moment there is no lockdown. We are all free to do anything. So yeah,
Yeah.
there is then the COVID the effect of COVID is not much here, but all people are like scared here that we are gonna have the third wave of Omicron. So yeah, so people are scared, but there is not many cases. So yeah, I think the government is gonna impose lockdown very soon because in Raipur is the capital of Chhattisgarh, the state I live in. I think there has been the night curfew has been imposed. So yeah,
Night curfew has also been imposed in my city also from, I think, 10 p.m. in the night to 5 a.m. in the
yeah.
morning.
You cannot stay. Means you cannot go out.
Yeah, absolutely. And also there are a lot of restrictions like the
Hmm.
malls, the cinema halls, and the gym and the parks. They all are, supposed to close. So yeah, these are
Yeah.
the restrictions. Yeah. So Yeah, I think today I was not having any sort of topics to discuss with you. I just thought that this is going to be the very first conversation, so let's just make
Yeah,
it pretty casual.
like a general
So,
conversation.
yeah, just like a general conversations. So you are, I think you are speaking a beautiful English. So I would ask you that any sort of, any sort of topics or any sort of things that you are lacking when you try to speak a fluent English just happens to you.
Yeah, it happens sometimes when I'm speaking on like very big topics. For example, I'm at my school and I have to speak on a particular topic, and I have no preparation for that. So, for example, it's a topic that what is the use of internet? What are its advantages? So at that time, I'm not able to speak that fluently because I struggle with two things. The first is the language English, and the second is my ideas and views. Okay, so yeah, at that time I struggle with my ideas because I'm not able to speak very fluently if I take some big topics. So yeah, speaking on big topics is my weakness, I guess.
Yeah, I think, when you don't know a lot about the topic that you have to talk about or, on which you have to give a particular
Hmm.
speech, then in that case, we used to stuck a lot in the middle. It just
Yeah.
happens with me all a lot of time. And especially when you are, given a sort of impromptu speeches,
Hmm.
for those who are not absolutely prepared. So in those sort of things, we used to stuck. It just happens with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the time you'll overcome all these problems and no doubt you're going to be a good speaker in the coming days.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just end this conversation here. And the next
Okay.
time when we are going to have a conversation, I'll come up with some interesting topics for you.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for having a conversations and have a great day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have a nice day. Same to you. Okay. So bye bye.